Hello everyone. Today we are going to see different subject in our Pondicherry Multiverse channel. We are going to build a PC for gaming and 4K video editing. If you haven't seen any PC build, watch till end. If you want to see interesting videos like this means, please subscribe to Pondicherry Multiverse channel. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and have any doubt regarding this video, please comment in the comment section.
Now let's see what are the rig we are going to use for the build. Before that, the price will be fluctuating. CPU AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, GPU Radeon RX 580 8GB, motherboard Gigabyte B450 OS Pro Wi-Fi, RAM 2x16 ADATA XPG GAMX DD4 3200 MHz, SSD Crucial MX 500GB, HDD Seagate 1TB 7200 RPM, PSU Gigabyte GP B700 watts, Crossfire 80 plus bronze, cabinet Cooler Master K501L RGB mid tower, monitor Acer 21.5 FHD IPS monitor. If you have budget, you can buy. First CPU, AMD Ryzen 7 3700X. It's AMD's third generation Ryzen CPU, which have higher clock speed than last generation AMD CPUs Zen's second updated architecture. Why we pick the CPU is because we have 8 core per 6 thread when compared to Intel CPUs, and also price difference. Then we can overclock up to 4.4 GHz. We don't build this PC for overclocking. Almost we can play all the games in 1080 pixel ultra. Gaming is your number one priority, means go for 1700K. Link will be given in the description. Second, GPU. In our CPU, there is no APU unlike most of the AMD CPUs. This will mainly focus on video rendering and video editing. So for partial gaming, we are going for mid-range GPU, Radeon RX 580 8GB GDD R5 overclock. Main role of GPU is to push the frames to the monitor. First, we can play the VR game supported and FreeSync technology. Boost the overclock, 1340 MHz paired with R5 memory 256-bit quad interface. Supports 4K H264 encode and decode, so can play games in 4K monitor too. Only drawback is consuming much power. Comes with DisplayPort 1.4 HDR and 2 HDMI 4K 60. Before you buy this motherboard, make sure its BIOS is updated to F50 or above. For supporting Ryzen 300 series, we are not going to overclock, so we choose Gigabyte B450 OS Pro Wi-Fi, and also in future we can upgrade to Vega series CPU too. ATX form factor. It supports dual channel non-ECC and buffer DD4, 4 DIIMs available, maximum 3600 memory modules and XMP memory modules up to 64 gigabytes RAM, have 3 USB 3.1 Gen 2 Type A and C, dual NVMe M.2 SSD with thermal guard and RAID 1 and RAID 10 support, connectivity dual band Wi-Fi plus Bluetooth 4.2, smart headphone for auto detect impedance to provide optimal high fidelity audio, and also comes with 2 or 4 or 5.1 or 7.1 channel support with digital light support, having 6 temperature sensor with 5 hybrid fan headers, so we can use Waven water cooling pump for future too. Input output shield, so no worries when installing motherboard to cabinet, solid pin connectors and ultra durable PCLE armor with double lock tech, supports dual BIOS. Back panel collect 1 HDMI port, 2 SMA antenna, 1 T, 1 R, 1 DVI-D port, 4 USB 3.1 ports, 1 optical ES or PDIF out connector, 5 audio jacks. Our CPU max memory support frequency is 3200 MHz, so we pick ADATA 2 into 16 GB. Simple, no RPG builds, super design, best buck for the budget. Storage, Crucial 500 GB M.2 for fast opening of OS and application in the PC. Secondary storage for content 1 TB 7200 RPM. PSU. For our PC build, 500 watts itself enough. We choose 700 watts for future upgrade, while 2 graphic cards supported Gigabytes B700H has 80 plus bronze modular 120 smart thermal control fan, single plus 12 watt rail, supports NVIDIA, TIA, SLI or AMD Crossfire. These things comes with the cabinet. Assembling. Have to release the lock before keeping this. Align of CPU to motherboard socket, lock it. We are using thermal pass by removing pre-applied in stock CPU fan. We are using dot method, where most recognized method for even spread throughout the CPU. Lock the CPU fan with motherboard and give light shake to make sure the thermal paste evenly spread. Connect CPU fan cable above the RAM DIMM. In our build, we are going to use 2 RAM stick and our motherboard support dual fan. So 1 and 3 we have to install. Match the RAM with the notch in the IMM of motherboard. Have to put little pressure for installing the RAM. Don't be afraid. Put pressure in one side, then on the other side. Use magnet screwdriver so that it won't fall in an awkward place inside the cabinet. Remove the thermal guard of the M.2 and the blue plastic sticker. Don't touch the black compound. First install the SSD, then install the PSU first, like I do, and screw it. Cabinet comes with PSU dust filler in the bottom. Align the motherboard with the cabinet input or output. cutout. Don't worry about the standoff screw for the motherboard. It's pre-installed in the cabinet for ATX motherboard. Screw all the 9 since the cabinet is big, so it's easy to screw easily. Install CPU power cable comes with the PSU as like I do, which give power to the CPU alone. This is CPU power header and fan head for the exhaust fan in the motherboard. Next, connect 24 pin to the motherboard, which gives power to the motherboard. The cabinet is too big, so the stock fan comes with the cabinet can't reach to nearest fan header. That's why this cable is crossing the motherboard. Connect the fan to the motherboard fan header as it shows. Front cabinet audio cable, it is here attached as shown. All the cables are foolproof, so if any cable is not fitting, change the position of the cable. Next cabinet USB 3.2 cable, it is here attached as shown. Next cabinet USB 2.2 cable, it is after 3.0 header. Next is cabinet power switch and its LED power connected as shown.